For sure. It's Evan Proven. We are Sun Certified Builders Cooperative Limited. We are a multi-stakeholder co-op, but we're controlled by our workers. And our primary operation is around energy efficient building construction. So we do new builds, commercial and residential, or small commercial I should say. And we also specialize in what we call deep energy retrofits, where we take an existing building and completely recapitalize the exterior to a very high level of performance, so similar to what you could achieve on a new build. We're a leader in energy efficient construction in Manitoba. There's not a lot of other companies that are doing the same standard that we are. We see such a huge potential for the market to grow, not only because if we're going to actually meet our carbon emission reduction targets or greenhouse gas emission reduction targets, we have to start building differently and we have to start retrofitting all the existing buildings that we have. We had already been talking about creating something bigger, like my dad and my cousin Donald and I were all doing independent contracting for a period of time, collaborating on some things here and there, but nothing formal. And so we were looking at formalizing an incorporation structure where we would all be equal partners in the business, but we wanted a model that would allow us to expand. So not just having like a partnership with, whatever, 3 or 4 equal partners, but a model that allowed us to bring in more and more people and to scale it up. So then when we incorporated, it was 2012, which was the first international year of the co-ops. So then there was all of this press around co-ops, and at the provincial level, there was the Cooperative Development Office that had staff and had grants available to help pay for incorporation. I think that was also a kind of an important factor in why we chose the co-op model to incorporate. So we're not a huge co-op. We have 6 members, worker members, and we have 3 supporting chair members. I'm the vice president of the board, and I also do all of our sales and marketing and estimating and business development. I'm an alumni of the Master Management Co-ops and Credit Unions program at St. Mary's. Through that program, I really got to learn more about operationalizing the cooperative values and principles in your business model. And I think we're already doing that, but that allowed me to become way more intentional about how we did that. We bank with credit union, or we're insured by cooperators. We purchase materials wherever we can from Homestead Co-op in Portage La Prairie or other Pembina Co-op, Heritage Co-op. There's a lot of the small towns around Winnipeg have a co-op home center. Any opportunity that we can to patronize another co-op, we're looking at it. But it has to make sense from a business perspective as well. There's a lot of really good research out there showing the community benefits of co-ops, but worker co-ops especially, because they're not focused on serving capital, they're focused on serving the workers. And so you're paying higher than average wages typically. You're implementing benefits programs. One thing that sticks out for me is this idea of like, instead of I'm gonna be rich, like why not we're all going to be rich? Why can't we bring everybody up along with us? And I think the other thing that we need to get past and what co-ops achieve is equity and fairness, because the idea that one person can make money off of someone else's labor, I think is really hard on our society. And it's gotten more and more extreme where you're looking at the wage gap between the executive level and the worker level is growing and growing. But the other side of it that I think is a challenge, I think there's a mindset among a lot of people that work in cooperatives that making a profit is bad. And the word profit is maybe part of that issue. We call it a surplus here, right? We want to run a surplus. But the other side of it is that when you have a profitable business model, it allows for more impact. And the difference is that instead of taking all that profit and stuffing it into one person's pocket, first of all, we're spreading it around to our members. So they're getting paid a dividend. They're going to share in the profits of the co-op. But then we're also taking that and putting it back into the community. Like our overhead includes a donation to some community organization, an education and training pool for our membership. Profitability equals sustainability. If you're only breaking even, there's only so long that you're going to stick around, or if you're not profitable. So really understanding the business side of things is, I think, really important. We're just seeing so much potential for us, especially if we can scale up to meet the demand for these, because even the affordable housing providers that we're talking to, a lot of them are looking at that 50 to 70 unit range. So if we can scale up in this shop that we have right now to be able to meet the demand for 50 to 70 unit buildings, you know, it'll be a total game changer for us.